What is going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Ty the Lego guy here, and today we're doing a fantastic set from the Lord of the Rings series. We've done one before and I really want to get more into this theme. And the set we're taking a look at is the Attack on Weathertop. That set 9472, had 430 pieces, 5 minifigs, retailed for about 60 US and came out in 2012. Now nowadays this set's going for 95 new or 73 used, so you can actually get it for a great deal, and that's part of the reason as well why I wanted to review this, just in case if you're looking for a reasonable Lord of the Rings set. Honestly, great looking set. It has wraiths in it. It has a couple main characters as well, and it is actually a pretty good looking build, especially if you like castle sets. It's really good, but we're gonna get into exactly why I feel this way, but enough talk, let's get right into it. And to begin, let's just give you guys a few of some of the smaller builds that are included. Nothing too crazy. I mean, I love these cactuses though, like the beige looking ones. Nice looking. That's pretty well going to do up all the smaller builds. So let's actually now give you a view of the model itself. And here it is. So let's just give you guys a 360 view of it in the unopened, position. And anyways, great looking model. Has a very old castle-like feel to it. I absolutely love the little pot and the fireplace with all the food. Hobbits eat a lot, and yeah, they always include a lot of food in these sets, which is awesome. I also love the stairwell. It's actually just made by these little slanted pieces. A number of them, so it's just really ingenious how the creator kind of went about making that. And then the doorway as well is also very cool. The other thing that's awesome about this set is, let's say a wraith manages to get his way onto the trap door. Well, what you can do right here is you pull this little lever and bam, he falls. Well, yeah, his cape can sometimes get caught in there, but he falls right down there into the inside, which is pretty awesome. I love trapdoors, and I think that trapdoors aren't used enough. I think that LEGO needs to revisit it a bit more. And believe it or not, this set's 8 years old as of 2020, so trapdoors are just not used all that often. Let's now show you guys the interior of this model. So nice looking little area. They got a rat right here, which is actually kind of cool. Some statues. Let me raise this doorway at this, not doorway, but the trapdoor again, so you can kind of see what it looks like. I love the torches on either side. Just looks it's really well done. Then on this side you have kind of like this medieval gimmick and a couple flick fire missiles. Not a big fan of the flick fire missiles, but it's cool playability, I guess. I mean, if you're a kid too, you might like them. Also, that was kind of a big deal was flick fire missiles back in 2012, and they managed to incorporate it in a Lord of the Rings set. So yeah. Here it is on display, like the thumbnail shows, which is actually pretty awesome. It just looks like a bigger set when it's open like this, right? It's just, I don't know, I love all the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings sets. They just have a lot of creativity with them. Anyways, this is the model itself. Let's now take a look at the minifigs and actually the horses, because they're actually somewhat unique to this set. And here we have the Wraith on horseback, so really awesome looking. Now, why I say that these horses are unique is, to my knowledge, this was one of the few sets that included this kind of like dark looking horse with red eyes, which is absolutely awesome. The scene where these guys are chasing Frodo is also a great scene as well. The Wraith looks very menacing on the horse. It's just great looking, and you get two of these guys, which is fantastic. Yeah, just a great looking. It's just, notice the worn cape too. They could have just threw a normal cape on there, but they gave you a worn one. But now what we're going to do is let's just take them off horseback and get a little bit better look of the minifig. And here the two of them are, and man, do they look menacing. These guys just remind me of Sith Lords a little bit. Like, they look scary. Probably one of the scariest Legos ever produced. Again, those worn, they're big capes too. Like, notice how big these capes are. They are bigger than any of the normal capes that we normally get. Like, just awesome looking. The other thing that's really cool about this set is they do not spare any detail. There's back torso printing on these guys. There's obviously no face printing, just because they're supposed to be black hooded like that with black faces. That's part of the reason why they're so scary. And I love the big medieval swords that these guys carry. Just awesome looking minifigs. Can't say enough good things about them. Let's now take a look at the 3 good guys. And here they are. So we have Merry on the far left, Frodo in the middle, and Aragorn on the far right. So very nice looking minifigs. Let's give you guys a 360 view of these guys. Awesome looking. Yeah, I Lord of the Rings, they've done there's so much detail on these guys. And the cool thing about them too is they all have back face printing. So let's just show you guys. There's Merry's, there's Frodo's, kind of more, he's kind of a smirk. He's okay. They're kind of like placid faces. They're not necessarily happy or sad. And then the cool thing about them is they do have include these tiny little capes and back torso printing, which is absolutely awesome. Do appreciate, I mean, some people don't like it when they have them. They don't understand the detail, but I appreciate more detail than not enough, right? Anyways, great looking minifigs all in all. I want to center in on this a little bit more. I love Frodo's face, like the freaked out face is just awesome. Also, another thing, these rings, they made them in the gold chrome that we're all used to. This is not some gimmicky little thing. This is a chrome ring, if it will center in a little bit more. It's really hard to kind of show you guys what that kind of looks like, but I'll try my best. Yeah, great looking little ring. I mean, obviously it's not small enough for a minifig ring just because that would be so small. You'd lose that piece so quick. But you know what? It does capture the way it should look, right? Anyways, great looking minifigs. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well, guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, I think that this set was fantastic. I mean, I love the castle, the old abandoned castle look to it, which you don't really get with a lot of castle sets nowadays. We get this because it was a scene in a movie. I love the little food that's included because they're hobbits, you know, they're always eating. The inside of it's not bad. I mean, there's some detail. I love the little fire torches that we looked in, that the set has. The stairwell is really ingenious. And I love the fact that it folds out. The trapdoor is cool. And when it folds out, it just looks a bit larger. And honestly, the minifigs are also fantastic. I mean, Wraiths are awesome. They could have just gave them standard capes, but they made them like worn and torn, which is awesome. I liked Frodo's face. You know, he has he's like scared face when he first sticks the ring on, which is actually pretty cool as well. It's just all in all a great looking set. But let me know what you guys think about this set. If you like it, if you don't, if you possibly own it, any areas you think they could maybe improve on. I just think it's all in all a very solid build, and it looks great on display as well. And to my knowledge, you don't get Wraiths too often within like LEGO Lord of the Rings. This might have been the only set or one of the very few sets that included them. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future Lord of the Rings, Hobbit sets we do on this channel. I really want to get more into them. It's just some of them are so expensive. But you know what? Little by little, yeah, we'll eventually hopefully get most, if not all, of these sets down. Because I actually really like it. Like, it's actually a close second to Star Wars for me. But yeah, again, that's all I got for you today. But thanks again for watching. Really appreciate all the support, guys. And I'll catch you on the next one.